There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever. Never, ever. Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Do you really?
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert. Hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache. A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Camino motor carriage. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap! It's released from the blade. What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie, with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. A terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your brain. Your eyes burn with photosensitivity. It's not good. The blades come squeaking to a halt. hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. It says "Whirling in Rags" on the aluminium keyring. There is a single... The Whirling in Rags is a hostile cafe. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist, like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold.
Hello, officer.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. The window stands broken. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings. The morning light hurts your eyes. A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there. As you slowly reach abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah. There is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Or wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You are correct. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. It's too late. like an image on... A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Officer? No. Because you're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for 3 days. Couldn't say.
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something. The words have already left your mouth.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? No. You see, that's not... Come on, man. Freddy, please. Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you? Okay, sir. I have to ask. Do you really not remember? Just like that? You drank so much you lost your memory? I'm sorry. It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me. And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. Still no answer. Still nothing. Still no. This door can only. This door. Still. This door. Still. There they both are, two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your... like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about... You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul. Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious. Serves them right. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting. Hello, sweet.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Everything is cool between you and this guy. He's a big fan. Make some small talk. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown sea looks like the bird was ripped off the ship. This is the great skua. The seabird is the symbol for the small steel tag says as much. The great skua. Stegosaurus.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
Mm-hmm.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on. As you approach, on the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well.
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been...
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews? Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree? Does that mean the body is no longer... Mm-hmm. Sure. But did you take it down? So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge? Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
You're a handsome man, officer, with your but dear, you're not for me. You must forgive me. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for...
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries like...
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty. Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was a training and development manager at a rapidly... You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be... I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and that's quite all right. I'm used to people asking questions. I know they're thinking about it anyway. Whatever do you mean? Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most Perhaps another time. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? Yes. We're in Martinez, on the coast of Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is... I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Speaking of history, you know what year it is. Yes? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Oh, sweetie. It's really not. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and...
But they still have cops.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like...
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
You didn't do too well, dear. You really only knew what year it is. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Reality, in a word.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. It has something to do with everything. Someone more educated in sweep...
No, I'm not an encyclopedia.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich...
That's a good point. This doesn't look like Rich Central.
Of course, dear.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41... Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took...
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who...
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye...
But you still know your way around.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live...
I didn't imply that.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions. His face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there. That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really...
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of...
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Is it? Because I thought you were supposed to be investigating the lynching, not my employer conduct. What? Is that so? Mr. Feminist...
You've gained a thought. When this dialogue is over, go to your thought cabinet and internalize it for special bonuses and effects.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this?
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching. The locals, the customers, the people who eat here.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her. I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
You mean the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionist. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. What are you, crazy?
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been...
Let's go.
Not so fast, Mr. Feminist. You owe me 130 real.
As you blow this joint, behind you, a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man. Real mature.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme. You clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. The sentiment is called anti...
Real mature, man. What exactly were you trying to accomplish?
Damn, your feet thought we got away.
You know what? The stupid drinks you've had are on the house. You know why? Because I know you can't pay for them. Not because you ran away. Now, I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window. That's 100 square. Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. Now, what the hell did you want? I assume you wanted something to come back here. What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly type.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Lord, we don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. No, you don't. Fucker, lay off the swear words. They don't make you cool. This isn't kindergarten. Besides, the RCM doesn't do search warrants. I know the law.
You do realize you can just go into the kitchen at 1300 hours. Sambo is an acronym for Samaran boxing. Graceful martial arts stuff.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Another thing. Great. Yes? Yes. Have you got it? A lot. For the room and broken... Like what? I was absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then your body is ready, sire. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank. And but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade into yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off. Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, but only a little, then out of the window again.
What are you doing? We should move.
You could definitely go for some more. The titillating scent of alcohol.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener.
She hides it well, but behind the sweat and dirt there is something else in her rigid posture.
Is there?
The quickness of the reply certainly does not prove you wrong.
I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. Well, as you probably...
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Salts? Ammonium salts? Perhaps useful for later.
Of course. Where to? It's there. In the yard, right?
Even all the way over here. There's a drop of death in the spring air.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of...
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenement, the harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think, some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, just coast. There's a little fishing village. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. No problem.
She's very well composed.
Of course.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Sure, keep them. I have another...
Call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. This button looks new, but...
This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
An off-key melody starts playing.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on...
A single beep indicates that you ring the doorbell. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair. All you hear is static. You ring the doorbell. You wait for a minute or two. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic. You hear static from the intercom. You can almost hear them breathe.
Yes, hello. This is Tracy.
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was... Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice.
She must be mistaking you for someone else. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it.
Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care. Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something else to do. Silence. No one's home at Fortress. Silence. No one answers. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. Silence. No one answers. This button. Look.
This button looks new.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been... A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 811. There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick. Your toe has suffered damage.
Cool. You really showed.
He does not actually think it's cool. If anything, the lieutenant feels sorry for the poor boy.
I don't. Let's go.
The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do...
We can sit on benches after...
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to...
Before you stands a motor carriage. Vapor emanates. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from it. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio mic. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. The frequency tableau lights up, and the soft purr of electrical kittens.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I...
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 50.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station...
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? No, not me. No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people don't have the money to have the cables put in again.
So the Union has a phone.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the court. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here. I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
The other people who live around here. Local people, I didn't want trouble. You don't live here. You don't understand. Squeal. Please, I just didn't want any trouble. You do? Oh. What else can I do for you? Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly,
Why not?
What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring...
God, why can't you just mind your own business?
I already said I don't want to talk about... You mean, why did...
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away. You know whom? What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring Gar in...
God.
I already... You mean, why did I leave...
Why not?
Maybe, I don't know. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want the stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird, there since I started working in Whirling. I really liked her. Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the Well, you were worse than all of them. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You to hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a police? And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you... I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. Especially when there's a hurricane loose.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. All sorts of things. From disco, yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy, though, before you can blast it.
Wait, really? No, this is absolute... No, I was actually flattered.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone cord coiled.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told... okay, but please don't mess it up.
You hear a sigh of relief.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5.
The man uses relay code. You've got this.
10-4, message received. 10-5, 10-18. State your message, sir.
But you said...
10-9, over. 10-4, message received. This is...
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and...
He what? He lost his badge?
This is communication officer. You mean your partner?
What is he saying?
He's asking who you...
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, satellite.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He says this has probably happened to...
Oh, goddammit. Is he fucking...
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking.
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hit...
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that.
New heights even for Captain So.
Ask him.
Ask. Sergeant Orson wants to know if...
Check your pockets. Check your... Oh, no. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun.
Lying? Over the phone? It's easy.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it and fast.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over. Okay, 10-4.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Be smart about this.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12. Visitors present here. Over. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What? What is...
He seems intoxicated.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics. What? What is...
He wants to verify...
But of course, it says Dick Mullen. Tell him to stop wasting...
What do you need, sir? Over. 10... Excuse me, sir? Over. No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that... 10-4.
Does he actually want something?
He asked if he ever told...
For God's sake, cut this shit out!
Sir, satellite officer... So, was there anything else? Understood, sir. Over. 10-4, I hear you.
What does he want?
He's asking for...
Is he fuck?
I don't think he...
Don't give that asshole anything.
Right. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says he's in trouble.
Well, I guess he'd better cry.
Vikmar said... He says it's important.
He isn't getting a red.
Request denied, sir. Over. Anything else, sir? Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist?
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Fellatio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM.
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off.
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. Oh, is that what it was called?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Nothing to get into, really.
This is Precinct 57. 57, over.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a metallic drawer slides out from...
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools.
It's robust, lets you see things useful for opening the hat. You can do the pull-out toolbox, slides back. The white suede feels luxurious. Your fingers waste no time closing around the handle. Clutch the handle is pulled back. Somewhere deep in the cabin, you see a set of As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks.
There's no use pressing the heat button.
Translation. We're not going anywhere. Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type. Yes, guess what's yours? Okay, just for the length of this short demonstration, please say something that isn't, I'm sorry. No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Yes, yes, impotent rage and lamentation. Let's, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those. No, you don't. Come on, you'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and wow. Okay, fuck off.
Yes?
No response. He's having trouble processing it, believing it.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could...
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... It will take just a moment.
Her voice is...
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you. Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes. Who? You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important. With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. What else? I'm not a brain doctor.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you, or doesn't care.
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things... You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium, and no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
That's because you're hungover. Even the radio waves coming from your direction. That's the tiny vessels pulsating from high blood pressure, stupid officer. You might be the busy kind. It's not life-threatening, just...
It certainly does not help with aiming.
And you survived it. Even better. Anything?
Anything else I can help you with, Officer?
In the cabin, you see a...
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city. But I love it not. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that...
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for...
Oh, come on, man. I just said...
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind does... But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually...
Silence. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Whatever you say, officer.
He smells of heavy motor oils, and his breath of high tar content.
It's about biological determinism. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might... I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occident...
Oh?
Don't push your luck, Runt. Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the strike? Oh, they've been at it for a while. Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look, as detective. I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just...
Koiko may be another derogative for a person from Grad.
Yep, it's one of their main exports.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of...
Yeah? Says who? Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those Koikos.
He means the people living in Grad.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk. 'Cause that's what they're all called. Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say? Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet?
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is.
Oh yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter. Had a royal life. Someone with a cart. What did you think it was? Not at all. We're part of a guild. Hell no. It's a guild. In trusting street thugs with...
Call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotions. Forget it. Find something. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. The tire tracks were left here by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of, and then accelerated straight into the fence, left a hole big enough for the Franco-Nigerian. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building, before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city. I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there.
Kuno's got this!
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy, Kuno!
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong.
Shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with, drugs.
Yeah, Kuno!
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit.
Fast. This kid has got street smarts.
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
We shouldn't do it. You will see.
The language these kids are using. Pure, unfettered.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there?
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I.
Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. Don't trying to get Kuno.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on... Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help!
Help! He's got the Kuno!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Help! He's digging...
Escalate, Kuno!
Pigs in there, Kuno! So...
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason. You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw. Very, very bad. There's no shame. Cop suffers final heart attack. You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush. The tire tracks were left here by an... Some of that rubber stuck to the... and then accelerated. The driver proceeded before heading south.
You are correct. This is... You are correct. You are correct.
There are several footprints in the mud. Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, it's eating them all up now.